Alright, knock knock. Let's see if we have audio. Hello, hello, mic check. See if we're going here. Hearing everything get bonked around. Okay, looks like we have audio. Leave that streamception for your entertainment. Hopefully it's not too bad. What's going on, everybody? I have not live streamed in 3, 4, 5 months, at least. Primary reason for that being I had some internet issues, so I don't know if that's going to be resolved today, or if that's something that's going to plague us. But we're going to take a look at things here as we get into some playoff material here for Season 1. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to take a look at our detailed bracket. Not just any bracket here. This is a detailed one. So here we go. And this is what things look like as we start to move in to playoff territory. So you got a 1-0 lead for the Neon over, I believe that is Hawaii. You've got a 0-0 lead, despite the fact that, well, I guess, yeah, we haven't played our game yet, so that's what that's about. And everybody else, oh no, not everybody else has played yet. So we've got the Crash and the Travelers yet to play, and we have, so there's only one game that's actually gone on, South Park and, oh wait, that's Hawaii, so, oh, that's Tacoma's the other team, so I messed that up, my mistake. So what I have decided, at least initially, in terms of a playoff format, is we have done the hard work, evolving the players, getting everything set up for the course of the season. The only thing I have control over today is the lineup. So we're going to hop right in here, take a look at everything, set our lineups, and watch the rest of this season play itself out. Looks like everyone is back to neutral because we're kind of starting over. And who do we want to put on? Do we want Peacetime kicking off Game 1? I think we want Jasmine on the mound. And let's take a look at our batting order here. I like B, I like No Way, I like Candy Corn, I like Hazel in the cleanup spot. I like Headlights. Piper as a DH. That I want to think about a little bit. So we could put a lot of people in there. We could put Windswept Hair. We could put, Math Books wouldn't be a bad go. Berry Blend has not been terrible this year. I want higher contact, so right now Berry Blend wouldn't be bad. Silly Baubles you drop off. A lot of contact there for Windswept Hair. Let's do that. And Pop Rocks in right. As far as offense goes, not really the move. So let's see about swapping her for Math Books, because I like the higher contact there. At least I think it's higher. It's pretty comparable. Actually, it might not be a bad to keep you in there. So Charlie Angels over at short. You better believe that's staying the same. Big Charlie Angels fan. I think we're good to go. So let's get into it. Day game. Overcast game, I suppose. But, yeah, I mean, we haven't live streamed on this channel for a hot minute, and not sure how many games we're going to do today, or what the format's going to look like, or how often these are going to come up. But it's a Wednesday night, and I'm not as exhausted, feeling a little bit more back to my former self here as we get ready to take on the Abductors, and Game 1, Playoff Baseball, Supermega Baseball 3. I've actually never done the playoffs on or off camera, so I don't know if anything is going to be spectacularly different, but here we go. Let's get underway here. Jasmine on the mound, first pitch. In there. All right, we are underway in what's sure to be a good series. 0-2 for Jasmine to kick off the night. Goodbye. Good morning, good afternoon, good night. 3-pitch strikeout. All right. Reef Coral standing in for the Abductors. The Roswell Abductors still able to make the play. 2 up, 2 down. All right, we'll take that. Pit stop standing in for the Abductors in their video game alien colored green uniforms. Hard to get the start on the road for Roswell, but we'll hope that that bodes for good things for us. That one's left field, playable and caught, and that's going to do it for the first for Roswell. No runs, no hits, 3 up, 3 down. Here come the gals. And I didn't mind this batting order, so here is B. And taking the ball in game 1, let's bop my big old head. Soup Spoon. Scooping up the bid for the first game as gets the first out there. All right. No way, I believe. Hope you're doing well as we kick off the playoffs. Oh, not quite enough to get a hit. 2 gone. And we're moving right along here in the first. Candy Corn, who has a trait of some description active, I believe. It's either, it can't be Tough Out because I think that's only activated at 2 strikes. There it might go. And she's going to have an easier time staying alive against this pitching. And Soup Spoon giving up a knock. That'll keep the bottom of the first alive. And here is Hazel. There's a reason I put her in the cleanup spot. She takes the first one. And she's got, oh, that's all they needed was 1, and they got it. No runs for us. We are tied at nothing after 1. Fast-moving start to this one. Carson. I don't know where that name came from when I was creating teams, but I think it might have been entertaining at one point in my exhausted brain. You create enough teams in this game, you start trying to make custom players, and Jasmine's given up a walk to put a lead-on runner aboard. Chuck Don. He's not running a pet store. I think that was a stolen base there for Carson. And aggressive count. Here's Jasmine. All right, 2 strikes now. 1 and 2. Winner goes, fouled off. We'll do it again. And that's a wild pitch. And it's looking like everyone's going to hold on. I think that's what happened as we're checking on the runner in second. Checking again, making sure that that runner in scoring position is going nowhere. Oh, running again. No wonder she keeps checking. And a intense at-bat here for Jasmine early. Is not going to be resolved here. And that's gonna go high. And not quite enough to get out of here. Runners are not going to tag by the blind guy looks of things, so we'll see if that was true. Jasmine trying to work out of some early trouble, and she is going to get it done, or at least get closer to it. No runs across as of yet. I don't know who that was. I can't read the text. The last name's too long. It's probably supposed to be funny. I don't know. But they are putting up a fight. This Roswell team, for starting off the season in the way that they did, is scrappy. They're going to fight for it. And that's going to do it. We're going to tightrope out of danger. Jasmine gets us out of it. No runs given up in the top of the second. Here come the gals. So headlights. going to come back against Soup Spoon and hit one up the middle, and that is not going to escape the abductor infield. And here's my gamble today at the DH spot. Windswept hair. Not always an A-list player, but she's gotten a few things done for us, and that's not going to be one of them, as she is now gone. And right field today, get Pop Rocks in the lineup for this one, as she's going to swing, and an error by the Roswell defense is going to put Pop Rocks aboard. And that is going to bring up Charlie Angels, shortstop, who has had two of the biggest games for us this season, both with walk-off home runs, and both back-to-back episodes of this series. You can't make that stuff up, thus the title of one of our episodes. And she's popping one up and getting that foul. She's trying to make good contact and staying in there with Soup Spoon. And strikes out does Charlie. And that's going to do it for the abductors. We move to the third, still scoreless. And here come the Roswell Bats. All right, Jasmine back on the hill. And the first pitch is in there. Pine cones in the box. And doesn't take the third strike there, 1-2. And there it is, Jasmine picking up another K. Pine cones, cracking the bat. And that is going to bring up D, the bird. And Jasmine. That was a foul, not by much. And another strikeout for Jasmine T. Picking up another one. D's a bird is gone. And I don't know who that was. Outer space, possibly. Picking up a knock single up the left field side. Second-ish, I think. I can do color commentary. I just can't do play-by-play. First pitch. Flying way out there. Oh, and handled by the infield, and we've got some trouble afoot here. And that's going to bring up somebody. Pit stop. And Pit stop's going to connect on that one and fly it right out to leave a couple stranded runners as we move to the bottom of inning number 3. Here she is, been a standout catcher for us this season. Pretend friend has. Not necessarily on the offensive side of the ball. She's had a couple wild pitches in this one, but really not too bad, all told. Soup Spoon, pretend. Fly ball. High fly ball. Going to be a home run anywhere. Well, we're back to the top of the order now. Here's behind. Connects on that one. Sizzling one right up the middle. And that gets a runner aboard, which is going to bring up blah, 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 blah. No way. Up to bat. Big number 2-4. And that's too high. 1-0. No way connects. Could be 2. 1 there and 2 at first. The double play ends the inning. To the 4th. Still no score. Soup Spoon still pitching well. Jasmine still pitching well. Pitchers duel here as we continue in game 1 of this first series. Another swinging strike there. And strike 3. Jasmine notches another one. Catcher for Roswell. Chucked on. Swinging one up the middle. Couple of singles getting the offense going. Just nothing able to push any runs across in this one as of yet. Runner aboard. Jasmine back to work. And that is not in there. Nathan Drake Hitting into a double. Oh, not a double play. Just one was all they were going to get. Ethan Drake not quite doing it. And that's too high. Jasmine working to somebody. I can't read the text that fast. I'm going to say Snack Goldfish. I don't know who it actually is, but it's the name we're going with, and it doesn't matter because you're gone. Good night. Halfway home in this one, and we still have no score from Detroit. Candy Corn Soup Spoon back out there. High for Soup. And 1-1 count. It's going to be hit foul, first base side. 1-2. And evens the count does Soup Spoon. And we got a full count for the first time in this one. And Soup Spoon with the strikeout there. And that's going to bring up Hazel. I listen for the numbers sometimes because I can't always read the text, but I know our gals. So Hazel with a 1-1. And that's going to be low. 2-1. 2-2. Soup Spoon fires it in. And fills the count again. Couple of full count offerings, and that one's going to be driven up the middle for a hit. Keeps the inning alive. Headlights standing in, just one out. 1-1 to Headlights. And fouls that one for the 2 strike. And another strikeout for Soup Spoon, and that is going to be the second out of the inning. Here's the time for Windswept Hair to connect on one, and that's too high, 1-0. And she tried, unfortunately not escaping the infield, and we move to inning number 5. Still no score in this one. Here's Pine Cones. Jasmine heading back out there. And why not? Starting off with a strike there and another. So it's 0-2 to Pine Cones. Here's Jasmine T. 1-2. And that one's going to come up the infield. And the play is in time for the out. I couldn't see who that was in time. And I won't see it now as the infield makes the play for out number 2. Outer space stands in. And outside, 1-0 from Jasmine. And 1 to outer space. And that one hit up the middle. Another single for the Roswell offense. And that'll keep the inning alive. And that is going to bring up Reef Coral. Almost read that as real cereal. Reef Coral. Another strike. Come on, Jasmine. And another strikeout for Jasmine T. Sends them packing. Halfway through the 5th. Nothing. Right fielder in this one, Pop Rocks, standing in there against Soup Spoon. We have a pitcher's duel on our hands. Bottom of the 5th now. And that's going to be popped up. Shallow infield. And that's out number 1. Charlie Angel standing in, hoping to get something going for the Detroit offense. Victory have yet to get a score in this one. Have a couple of singles, I believe. Foul ball there. And Charlie. Oh, can't quite let that one escape, and in time for the out. Pretend Friend stands in. 2 gone in the Victory 5th. And it's going to end with a ground out. And we're going to move to the 6th in this one with no score here in Detroit as we cruise along game 1. All right. Jasmine back on the hill. And a foul ball there. It's a pit stop as he hit that crucial 3rd time to the order with a strikeout is Jasmine T. Pit stop gone. Carson striking 1-1 with that one. Nice play by the infield is going to be in time to gone. And Chuck Don in there for Roswell. 2-1. Jasmine behind for one of the first times in this one. That one's driven to the left. That's got some air under it, but enough to catch some grass, and that's going to keep the inning alive for Roswell, and that's going to bring up Nathan Drake. Taking a break from finding artifacts to hit a foul ball, and it's 0-1. That one driven to left. High, long, and caught out there. To tightrope out of danger. Warning track power, but not enough as we move to the bottom of inning number 6. Still scoreless. And that is going to bring up behind as we hit the top of the order again. 2-0 count for B. 3-0 count for B. Get a hold of one and get after it. Not going to do the trick as B is gone on a ground out to first. All right, no way. A sear one up the middle. Another single for Detroit. Let's see if we can do something to bring that back around. Candy Corn stands in as she takes a strike. And an inside pitch, 1-1. Plane 11. 1-2. 12's the count. And that's going to even her at 2 apiece. Filling the count is Soup Spoon. And that one's fouled off. We'll do it again. And that's going to be a walk for Soup Spoon. May be all for the starter. And here is Hazel. And they're going to keep Soup Spoon in the game to face Hazel as she swings and misses strike 1. High. That's fouled. 1-2 to Hazelnut. And even at 2 apiece, Soup Spoon gets the strikeout of Hazel. Good game on our hands. If you're just joining us, scoreless in the 6th. Here's Headlights with a 1-0 count. 1-1 after the foul ball. And that's going to get away. Not away from the defense. And Detroit turned away. Here we move to inning number 7. Is Jasmine going to stay? And here is a guy based off a friend of mine. Shout out to Mike. And he is in there facing Jasmine T. And that's fair out on the play is Mike. All right. Jasmine moving right along. Pine Cone's in there. And that's going to even her at 1-1. 1-2 foul ball. Pine Cones strikes out. So Jasmine cruising 2 gone. And that's going to bring up Deeza Bird, who fouls one off for the first strike. Couple of those. 0-2 the count. And 1-2 to D. D's a bird. 1-2 after the foul ball. Jasmine fires one. Fly ball. And that's going to get down out there for D's a bird. Got herself a hit. Outer space. In there now with a strike. Couple of those. 0-2 to outer space. Jasmine looks for a sign. And that's going to be handled. Infield play in time. And we move to the bottom of inning number 7. Take me out of the ball game. Take me out of the crowd. My beans and cracker jacks. I don't care if I have a... Oh, I didn't make it. Okay. Somebody in the game that I didn't read in time. That's all right. Bonking the mic. That's going to not escape. Another ground ball. Wind must be blowing in today. Here is Pop Rocks. Piper Piping gonna pop in. Sensible sub. At least you want to hope so. Here's Piper. Couple of balls for Piper. And another ground ball. Does not escape the Roswell infield. A couple of outs quickly for Charlie Angels. Nobody on. 2 gone. If they would just be more patient, I think they could work themselves into better counts and maybe even get to that Roswell bullpen. Charlie swings and pops one into the outfield there. Plenty of time under that one. And that's going to do it for the victory in inning number 7. We move to the 8th. Goose eggs all over the joint. No score. New pitcher coming on in, and that's going to be Laundry Facilities, who promptly serves up a long home run. And that's going to give Roswell a late 1-run lead. That ball was tattooed. Well, there you go. I'll quiet the home crowd. That was the leadoff bat, I believe, for Roswell. Pit stop now with a 1-1 count. 1-2 to pit stop. Laundry trying to limit the damage. Foul ball, and we'll do it again. Oh, 2-2. And the throw across the diamond is in time. So you're able to get one out of that. 1 gone, nobody on. 1 run given up by the closer. And another out there quickly on the ground down. 2 gone. Chucked on, back in there. Laundry Facilities kicking off the AB with a strike. 0-2. And inside there. And that's fair. Just down the line. No one's going to have a play. Safe is the runner. What a mess. Well, they've certainly figured out what to do there. Nathan Drake standing in. And 2-1 count. 3-1. Green light for Nathan. 3-2 after the swing and a miss. Laundry looks in for a sign. Runner goes. Pitch fouled off. We'll do it again. Short D for Laundry. Able to get out of trouble with only 1 given up. Well, bottom of the 8th, down by a run. Pretend friend going to stand for herself against Soup Spoon, who is still in this ballgame. And that's not going to have enough to do much. Foul ball off to the right. Long fly ball. That's got a chance. Go on! And we're tied. Would you look at that? Late inning heroics in the playoffs. Get a look at the details. You missed him, I missed him, everybody missed him, but it doesn't matter. We are tied. Soup Spoon is gone. Wow. Back to the top of the order for behind. This must be someone they picked up. Remington. Manning. Oh, safe. I wasn't expecting that. I see you guys putting something together here. Alright, no way. Trying to connect. Well, if you're just joining us, it was a pitcher's duel. Oh, caught stealing. No way to conduct yourself in the playoffs, ladies. Doesn't matter anyway. We're gone quickly on the strikeout. 2 gone all of a sudden. Well, Candy Corn in there. You missed a late inning homer, and I want to say that was Charlie who did it, or it was pretend. I was chatting when it happened. But regardless, we are tied at a run apiece, bottom 8. And all of a sudden we're looking at Candy Corn fighting in this full count battle. Staying alive, 3-2. And a walk. Puts the winning run aboard. Or should I say the go-ahead run as Hazel stands in with a strike. 1-1 to Hazel. 1-2 to Hazel after the foul ball there. And that one high in center field, playable left center. Not even that far, second base. Well, the 1 was all that mattered. We are heading to the 9th, tied at a run apiece. Do you keep laundry facilities in? I would shoot for elevator myself, but I am not in control at the moment. And a first pitch swinging is not going to result in a hit. 1 gone there for Roswell in their half of the 9th. Pinecone swings at the first pitch. They were told to be aggressive. They are doing it, but it's not helping. 2 quick outs. And that is going to bring up D's a bird. Single last time up for D, and looking like another one. Indeed, she will be safe there. Shouldn't be, but what are you going to do? Outer space with a runner aboard. 0-1 to space. Evens the count at a ball and a strike. Foul ball makes it 1-2. And we're even. Full count to outer space laundry facilities. Giving up a walk, a rarity for the victory closer. And we've gone to our girl. Here's Ella. And sliding stop. Throw in time. To the bottom of the 9th we shall go. Well, if the Victory win this one, it's going to be in walk-off fashion. Headlights standing in. Just kidding. Barry Blend gonna stand in. And rope one. High, deep, Barry Blend. Oh, got down, didn't quite get out. And she's in there with a double. Winning run, second base. Not put there by Rob Manfred. This was earned by the double. And that one popped. Left field, playable out there. And too shallow to tag. So, that is going to bring up Piper piping. 1 gone. Runner at second. Trying to bring in the runner. And, what a game. And that's going to go high and deep to center field, right center. That's going to get down. That could win this ball game. Here's the run. In time! A 2-1 walk-off victory in Game 1. How about that, folks? Or as Bob Euchre used to say when I was a kid, how about that one, folks? That sounded more like Mickey Mouse. I'm so sorry. That was... Yeah, we're not going to talk about that. Look at this. 9 hits apiece. And only 2 runs scored for us and 1 for the other guys. Look at the big old numbers. And the little old numbers. And let's take a look at the Meme League MVPs. 3rd place tonight. Reef Coral, who went 2 for 5 with a homer, RBI, runs scored. Also tonight, Soup Spoon. What a start. 7 innings, 6 hits, 1 earned run, a single base on balls, and 4 strikeouts. And, of course, tonight, Jasmine T. 7 innings as well, 6 hits, a single walk, 8 strikeouts for Jasmine. Wow. All right, a good game 1 for us. And looking for good things here. Hop over back to our HUD. We'll go ahead and simulate the rest of the CPU games while we hang out. And we'll do a second game tonight. We're going to watch as well. We'll move some things around in the lineup, I think. Because whoever was 9th for us, that was a good move on our part. So she's going to move up. That was a high score with the neon there. And, oh, man. Well, here we are, Doctors for game number 2. Now we're going to look at, let's see here, so far as, so the economy, I don't want to worry about that. League leaders, not worry about that. Season standings, no. Detailed bracket. Can I look at, oh, I don't want that. So this is the bracket. Can I see the series count here? So we got a 1-0 series lead there. It does not say, I don't believe. Let's see. Travelers. I was trying to see what the because I honestly, when I set this up, I don't remember if it was like a best of 5 or a best of 7 series. Let's see here. So here's the finals. I mean, so these are all going to go to filling in these 2 for the semifinals and then the finals. Well, we're not going to worry about it. So here we go. We're going to watch this one as well. So we're going to move some things around because I believe that was... Oh, maybe that was Pretend that had the that home run. I'm going to pop Charlie to the 5 spot. And then, do we want Windswept Hair as a DH? She didn't do much for us. Let's throw. Let's take a look. See here. Well, we don't have a lot of good options for DH. You know, Barry Blend could be a DH for us. Let's do that this game. So Barry at DH. Hazel, I think, is going to get swapped for Charlie. So we're even going to have Charlie. We're going to have her bat. You know what? Charlie's going to lead it off. So we have Charlie. We have B. So we got Charlie, B. We have No Way and Candy Corn. I like this. I like this. So our highest contacts in that 2 spot in behind. And on the mound today, Peacetime probably, by all rights, should have started game 1, but didn't. Not amazing stats, but crazy junk and crazy accuracy. So not a lot of velo and not a lot of power. Well, none of the batting stuff. But we're not worried about batting. We're worried about pitching. We're worried about winning. Game 2. Let's see what we got going on. So, stamina is good here, and here's the pitch counts. Okay, so the fitness, last 3. Oh, interesting. So you can look at like their records from before, stuff like that. I've never seen all this stuff up here because I've never really taken a look, to be honest. So we have lineup, roster, cards, team stats, team photo, of course. Okay, so you just can change that all from here. Well, here we go, a night game for Game 2. Are you enjoying? Is this a good time? Are you not entertained? I like the metal music for like Detroit, like we're in, I don't know, some weird Seattle knockoff or something. I don't really get what the vibe of that is off the top of my head, but what are you gonna do? Alright. I'm gonna be a little more chill with the commentary unless it gets exciting. Doing that color stuff is fun, but trying to pretend like I'm on TV when no one's watching. But if you're watching this later, I mean, what a series we have had. Can't deny that. And Peacetime kicking it off with a strike. Alright. Well, you love to see it. What a series this has been for us. Had our ups and downs. I decided it would be fun to kind of let the computer take over in terms of watching our playoff team and how do we do? Who's worth keeping? Who's worth maybe giving the boot to during the off season, which you guys have say over as well. If there's anybody that you like to see, anybody that you don't like to see, let me know down there in the comments. My only no trade player is Charlie Angels. Everybody else, we can talk about it. So bring your chips. Quick inning there for Peacetime. Very good start. Hope you're having a good week. It's amazing what a difference it makes going to work relatively healthy. I'm probably at about 85-90% of where I want to be. I broke the bat and didn't get very far. Oof. Well, see what B can do here. But yeah, it's amazing what a difference it can make. I mean, I'm not tired. I mean, every day I work my 8 hours and I try to go home, but all right, runner aboard for us. That's very upsetting spaghetti there for having given up a walk. All right, well, got something afoot here. Bravo! Love the umpires in this game. We have a she umpire today. I love that there's both, and the things that they no up. Just silly stuff. Oh, that could be a 2-ball, and it will be. Wow. Cruising along in this one as well. Already through one. Nothing yet. Peacetime has been a good one for us. Started off the season as 100% like my most, I was going to throw her right on the trade block, to be honest. I was like, ugh, I had a couple rough starts with her back in our old live streaming days. You might remember those games. And it was just not a good time. And I was going to throw her right up on the trade block. I'm glad we didn't. Here she is starting Game 2 in the playoffs for us. And not giving up much either. You know, she's doing all right. I mean, what contact she is giving up thus far has resulted in fly ball outs. So that is always good to see. All right. Well, another hit for us. Actually, for them. All right, well, trying to get something going here are Roswell. Peacetime trying to hold them at bay. Foul ball there. Ball and a strike. Uh-oh, that's trouble. Right field. That one's going back. And it's gone. Well, Peacetime coming in, and after I talked her up, giving up a long ball there. All of a sudden you look up at the scoreboard and you're behind early on your own turf, 2-0. We've already scored the same amount of runs we scored the entire last game put together. Well, that stings a little bit. What? All right, well, down 2. What do? You get back up there and swing for the fences. All right, come on now. Trying to make a connection here, and a couple of foul balls here. And a walk. We'll take it. We'll take it. We'll take a runner anyhow way we can get one. All right, Hazel. One swing, she could tie this one up. You bet. Well, she tried. A for effort. F for execution. I'm going to shut my window, and I might dig around in my fridge and figure out if I can pop open something special for playoff time. So you'll hear me rooting around. I will be right back. Oh, the window was already shut. I have the IQ points of a very smart person, you bet. At least that knocks the first thing off the list anyhow. Okay, I'm back. Hello. What'd I miss? Did we magically win a bunch of runs? Go to the baseball? No, we didn't do the baseball? Shucks. Oh, okay, so I found a soda. And I have been keeping this in the fridge for quite a while. Because I got it in New Mexico, and I will probably not be able to find another one unless I pay a lot of money and get it online. But it is, the brand is called Zia, Z-I-A, or Z-I-A if you're Canadian or British or any of those other people that say Z as Z or Z as Z. It's Piñon Cola. So, I believe, if I am reading this correctly, it says roasted piñon plus cola nut and lime. I had a lot of these sodas down there, and I'm sad I couldn't find one that had the chili pepper in it. But this has some kind of fancy stuff and lime. It's very good. And wanted to save it for a special occasion. Well, here we are. It's playoff time. It's very, the way that I would explain this drink is if you ever tried to drink lime and ginger ale, like a mule, but without the whiskey, and you replace it with something a little spicier. The ginger is a little more real than ginger ale, if that makes any sense. It's very good. I like, I don't know how to explain this. I like, I don't want to say silly sodas, but I like either like old style, like a cherry cola, or like a blue raspberry, like kind of 50s, like weird, like vintage, like you'd find at a weird soda fountain kind of thing. I said like 46 times, I'm sorry. And then when we went to New Mexico, they had all these. Zia has a whole bunch of sodas with like cool, like chili pepper. I had one that was, I think it was like chili pepper, lime, and something else. And it was literally like, it had a bit of a kick, maybe cinnamon. It was a very strange mix of flavors, but it was so good. And I bought a few to bring back with me. And this was the last one I have in my fridge. It's very good. Wanted to save the bottle caps because my girlfriend, when we were down there, somebody had made a pair of earrings for the artist Frida Kahlo, who I believe had ties in New Mexico. I don't remember if she was from New Mexico specifically, or if she just had ties and had shown art and things there, but they had an exhibit for her in Albuquerque. I have a link, or not a link, but I have a video on the channel where I talk a little bit about that trip if you're interested. But, point being, somebody made earrings out of bottle caps, which I thought was interesting. So that's something that she might be able to put together or something. I thought that'd be kind of fun. And we're behind another run. Maybe I should have grabbed a beer. That's alright. 3-run deficit is not too bad. You can work with that. I was going to say here's Hazel, but we're not the ones in the box. Wow, they're putting it together against Peacetime. They better get her out of here. Three earned already. It's very good. It's a very, like, again, I use the word dry soda. It's a liquid, but it's very ginger, like ginger beer-esque. That's the word I was looking for before, is like a ginger beer. Alright, I think we tight-roped right out of danger there. Halfway home here, 3-0. Roswell, and it's looking like we may be at risk for evening this series at a game apiece after our live stream here, which would effectively make it either a 3 or a 5 game series, depending on if this is a best of 5 or a best of 7. I set all that up, but I think I set this stuff up in August. Baseball season wasn't over as I was doing this. That's actually why I kind of was motivated to work on this. Is I got COVID in July, and I meant to finish off the season with the ball team that I had been working for, and I never heard back from anybody. And so I was still motivated to like do something baseball, and I think that's when I started creating teams. And then I finished the process of making this league sometime in like early September, late August, somewhere in there. You'll have to look back at the early parts, the live streaming archives for the official start of the series. Might be playable. I don't know, it will be. Well, and we move forward. But, yeah, here we are, like, what? September, October, November, December, all 6 months down the road. Sorry, I'm focusing on nothing. Well, we're cruising right along here. Peacetime. Trying to put together the remnants of this start is popped right out there and move along. Halfway through the fifth, still 3-0. I swear, if we lose this series to Roswell, I'm gonna be a little sad because I genuinely didn't think they were gonna make it this far. But what are you gonna do? Not at risk at losing it just yet. We're only a game ahead and at risk of evening the series, which is not the worst yet. No sense getting antsy. Alright, DH tonight. Barry Bland. See if she does any better than Windswept Hair did in game 1. Working the count. You gotta respect that in a walk for Barry. Well, DH is on. And we're back to Pop Rocks. See if she can get something going for us. And another walk. Alright, pretend friend with a couple runners on. Make them throw a strike. Here's one. See, don't beat yourself up if they're gonna dig themselves into a bases loaded hole, something like that. Let them do it. Don't concern yourself. Bases are juiced. And here is Charlie. Please don't let me down, gal. Alright, 1-1 count to Charlie Angels. She was trying. She was certainly giving it her all. She's been known to do that this season. Charlie Angels. Well, that could bring home nothing because there was 2 out and I wasn't paying attention. Leaving them loaded, down by 3, not what we want to be doing. Not gonna lie, that inning stings. Can't leave them loaded, no matter what you're doing, but especially when you're behind by 3 runs. Gotta put the ball in play, do something about it, you know. Yeesh, swung a little late, did you? I spoke too soon. Oofta! It's the ancient Minnesotan proverb. Right in there next to oh. And you don't pronounce the P. I think that's something that, it's almost like saying oh and then cutting yourself off. Oh. You don't say ope. That's not how that, it's ope. It's almost like you say oh and then you close your mouth before you're done saying it. Oh. Not that I'm noticing that that's a common problem necessarily, but when it's spelled out it bothers me because in so many words like antelope, you have the, is envelope spelled that way? 26. Who is you? I think that might be Buzz, but I will check en un momento. Or will I not? Okay, foul. It is Buzz. And 2-ball, 1. Dos. Nice. Get us out of that, Jamarino. Alright, we'll take it. We're doing alright if we could just get some run support. And it looks like we are into their bullpen, so the chances to do that may increase. Yikes, that would have stayed fair. We could have been in business. Oh, you bum. Catching it in foul ground. Alright, no way. Wow, there's a, it's called Mayo 1. It's the helicopter, like a Flight for Life equivalent, I guess. And they fly pretty low, and very often, because of where I live in Rochester, you don't really hear the helicopter much. But not only did I hear it, just must be where it's flying, I could feel it in my feet, which is very weird. It doesn't happen very often on this side of town. And we are not doing what needs to be done here. Moving to the 7th, still down by a trifecta of runs. I was talking to my kids today about, like, we didn't talk about un, but, like, buy and try. Because we were talking about dinosaurs. My preschoolers today were really stoked about dinosaurs. And, we have a book, and it talked about this, like, pterosaur. And first of all, this thing is literally called, like, a... I don't remember, like, a Pamacamacotis, or Pamatamapodus. It had, like, 36 letters. I was like, dude, like... And my kids are like, you sound funny when you say that. I'm like, you can't read the word pterodactyl like I can, okay? Pterosaur, pterodactyl, I got you. But this Pamacamacotis, or... It's something ridiculous. I was like, Pamacadacadus. I am so bad at my dinosaurs. Anyway, I was saying that the biggest pterosaur that ever lived had wings that were longer than a tiger moth biplane or something like that. And I was like, first of all, never heard of a tiger moth biplane, so sure. But we were talking about how, like, a biplane, it has, like, the two pairs of wings. And then, like, a triceratops, he has 3 horns. So we were counting them, and I was telling them, like, oh, biplane, it has 2, like, bi is 2 words, or bi, if you see, like, a bi, like a bicycle has 2 tires, and a biplane has 2, like, sets of wings or whatever. And the triceratops has 3 horns. Not something I ever thought I would even attempt to talk about with, like, 4 and 5-year-olds. But they seem to be having a good time, so... They were interested in the dinosaurs, which is just, it's silly to me, the things that they suddenly become, like, we're not talking about dinosaurs, we're not doing, like, a unit about dinosaurs, there's no dinosaur, stuff going on, but we have a bucket of them in our classroom, and all they wanted to talk about today was dinosaurs, and what did they eat? And I talked about, I got out a triceratops and a long neck. Well, I watched Land Before Time, like a brachiosaurus or a brontosaurus or whatever, and, I was like, oh, these guys ate plants, and they were tall because they had, like, a giraffe, and they had to eat the leaves off the trees. And then I pulled out a T-Rex, and I was like, and this guy probably ate this other guy for lunch. And they were like, oh. I was like, I don't know how else to tell you that, man. But my kids are pretty chill about that stuff. They like to learn about it, and they ask why, and, you know, it was fun teaching them a little bit. Herbivores and carnivores, and... You know, I was working on Uno before they brought up dinosaurs, but to each their own. Well, we're moving into this one, aren't we? Not a whole lot getting done for us here in Game 2, eh? Hey, dear guy. That's your guy, buddy. Good news is tomorrow is Thursday. Apparently a week from tomorrow we have some parent dinner shindig. I might have to stay at work late, which I do a lot, and I'm not looking forward to, but I'm hoping I get the chance to sit down and chat with some of the parents of my kids. everybody's nice. I don't know how many parents are going to have time or want to show up, or, you know, both, but, you know, I don't get to see some parents, and when I do, sometimes they got to be on the run at night, so it'd be nice to sit down with them. Oof, that would have been fair. We would have been in some trouble. We've been buzzed in for a couple innings today. Almost the same exact whack. Staying alive, are you? Oh, come on. Chase it. That one busted your bat. She gone. We'll take it. Well, we got 4 outs, 6 outs. I'm bad at math. 6 outs to work with here. Hey, never say never. We've walked off a couple. We walked out a couple in the regular season. We walked off a couple games in the regular season. Walked off game 1 in this very series. So you can't say never in baseball, and we won't. Not in the Victory franchise. If you're a home fan, stick on your rally caps. You've heard me say it in this series a time or 7, but I love rally caps. Flip that cap inside out, stick it right back on your head. So fun. Gets the kids, like, they laugh, especially the little ones, you know, who may not really love, like, being there and stuff. It's so funny, and they get into it, and you just get them screaming and getting hyped up, you know. Even if you go on to lose, it's fun. I remember we were down pretty big one of the games this last summer, and got this group of girls doing their rally caps, probably about, you know, 10, 11 years old, and I had some extra bubbles with me, and they're sitting there blowing bubbles and, you know, just messing around and fun. Miss those days. In some ways, I want to go back to it, but I've got some other baseball stuff going on, and there wasn't a lot of communication about certain things last year. Keep up with that, and on top of, you know, now I'm working different hours, and it's rough on that front, so we'll see about this summer. I want to get playing some ball myself, possibly, and I'm working on some leads on that front, maybe being able to pitch in like a town ball team game or practice or something like that. Alright, quick out. And Buzz. Look at a long relief effort tonight. Couple of strikes though, so you see why. And that could be playable, and it will not be. Can't risk getting any more behind than 3. When you head into the bottom half of the 9th, you're probably going to be facing their closer. Don't want to be getting into a situation where you're putting yourself in more trouble, which we are doing anyway. I say get Buzz out of here is what I say, but what do I know? Swap in Ella or Lola. Haven't seen Lola for a while. Did I trade her? I might have done. Not Lola. Who am I thinking? Ditto. Lola we did trade. I think Silly Bobbles came over in that trade, I think. Well, Buzz got herself into a situation here. I think they're loaded. You don't bother getting to that ball or anything like that. Don't worry about it. Well, 4-zip. It takes a bases clearing grand slammerino just to tie it. And there it is. The move to the gal, Elevator herself. Got that snappy little leg kick going on. A couple of strikes and a ball for Ella. That should have been playable. Come on. Not coming back from this, I don't think. 5 at this point? Come on, that's you're asking for a lot out of the offense in the bottom of the 9th. Obviously, we're not going to say never, but they're putting together a little blooper after blooper. 7. Yeah, no, that's not looking good. You don't like to see it. Falling apart a little bit on the pitching front. I think Ella was the... Ella or Jasmine would be my keepers for next year. Maybe Jasmine as a starter and Ella in the bullpen. Well, a double play will certainly get us out of the inning, send us to the 9th, down by 7. 3 outs to go. No way. Trying to do something about this lead. Swinging and fouling for 1 and 2. The count there to no way. Even count, 2-2. Fouls it, will do it again. Up the middle. Throw in time. 1 gone. That didn't really get ugly until we got to the top half of the 9th, and Buzz just... You leave her in for too long. I mean, I wish this were like MLB The Show, where you could pull your control away so you could say neither side, and then when you want to make a decision, that's actually how I play a lot of MLB The Show, is I'll kind of be a manager. So as things happen in the game, that'll keep the inning going. All right, I see you. All right, new arm on the mound. That guy. All right. Well, you got the closer in. Trying to do something about it anyway. Swing and playable caught out there. 2 gone. And it all comes down to Barry. No, just kidding. Headlights. Patient at bat. 1-0. Swing and a miss. And throw across the diamond, wins it there for Roswell. All right. Well, we're even at a game apiece. We'll get you the numbers as that ugly alien takes the center of your screen for game 2. Actually, he's kind of cool looking. Not gonna lie, I'm pretty proud of that mascot guy logo for Roswell. It's pretty gnarly. Tentacled, creepy kind of guy. And now, of course, RV for victory. 7-0 your final in game 2. There's the numbers, big and little. MVPs tonight. None of them wearing blue. Well, that's how she goes when you hit the playoffs. It all comes down to the end of the season. And at least thus far, we're not getting it done. Or we're getting it done, and we're also not getting it done, depending on how you want to look at it. Let's simulate the old CPU games as we look around here. Ooh, a close one there. Oh my criminy. The crash taking it to the Travelers. 7 runs for Tacoma in there when we got some contested series looking around here. 2-1 to the Neon. 0-2, so 2 in favor of Hawaii to South Park, who I was hoping to kind of see advanced, if I'm being 100% honest. The Crash, look at this, 2-0 on the team that I was 100% sure was going to run away with their division in the Western Travelers. Of course, you got us at a game apiece heading into the next one, which we will do, just not tonight. We're going to leave her at a couple of games into the playoffs, at least for this live stream. If you enjoyed it, let me know. Thanks for hanging around. Leave your ideas, comments, feedback, questions, concerns, any comments in those commento sectionos. That was terrible. In the comments section, you know what it's for. Thanks for hanging out. Like it, subscribe if you want, and we'll catch you in the next one. Take care, everybody, and we'll see you soon. Peace.